Halloween is one of those times where you want to look like something that you're not, but you still kind of want to feel pretty. Today what we're going to be doing is doing an incredible smoky eye to keep it that beauty glam, but then we're going to put in that little bit of scary and sinister with a skull mask coming right through it. So you're going to see a little peek of our skull show. Just evening everything out so that we can have a really nice impact with the skull colors at the bottom. Now add a little bit of concealer to brighten up your eye so that the black will actually take more impact. I'm putting down a primer right now so that her makeup will last all night, just like hopefully she will. As scary as she looks, we don't want the smoky eye to start being a scary eye. I am going to use a little bit of our Aqua Excel paints, again because it's waterproof. I'm going to start at the base of our lash line. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Don't do one eye at a time. And also, your brush has already got the product on it, so you might as well go from this eye to this eye. You're done a lot faster. And eyes open, look at me. So at home, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, make sure you bring that smoky eye right up with your eyes open, look straight ahead into the mirror, and come right above that lash line. That's where you want that smoky eye to stop, is right there. So put a little marker for yourself and just bring the black up to that point and close for a second. I know it doesn't look clean, but it's gonna get there, so just trust yourself. Soften the edges, and then we're gonna take a shadow even more to soften again. So that's what I'm saying when I'm saying, don't worry, it's gonna look good eventually. Having a variety of different colors is a really great strategy to have too. The darker should go right around your lash line. Just close for me. Just pressing that right into what we just did. Tap off your brush just so you don't have any fallout because we just perfected your skin. And then as you get higher, you can actually change over into the softer color to soften that. There we go, that's softening everything really nicely. So same thing we do on the top, we're gonna do on the bottom. Just softly smoking out that bottom. That's where it gets the name smoky eye from. So like how smoke kind of smolders as it goes up into the air and dissipates, that's what you want a smoky eye to do. Really intense at the bottom and then slowly dissipate up from the end. Try doing this with your lashes. It actually makes it fit right on the eyeball a lot easier. So I make sure I make it just like that. Eyes open but look down. At home you'll look down into a mirror so that your eyes are open when you're adhering this. See? I'm gonna start her skull portion by outlining right where her sockets are. So really kind of know where your bone structure is. And I'm gonna mark this area here. We're gonna come all the way up to here. I'm using a kohl pencil because it's one that you can actually just melt away. And eventually you can even make that look like a crack in the skull itself, which could be a really cool effect. We're gonna come over the nose. Now we're gonna fill in the rest with white. Wait for that to dry, set it with a little setting powder, and go in with the black for the impact. So for the white part of my model's makeup, what I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in white. This one is not available in store at Sephora, but it is definitely online and a great pickup for Halloween. Have a point of reference. Instagram is a really great place to see that. Anywhere online, Google it. I mean, it's really an easy thing to find so that you have something to look at while you're doing your own makeup. Any of those things when you feel like you're missing just a little piece, just take another look and see what little detail they added that made it come to life. Make sure you're going over the lips. That's one of them for sure. Making sure that you don't see any of this pink coming through. We're gonna have to add just a little bit more. I might even add one of the white lipsticks that I have on hand here today. A really great tip about translucent powders is if you actually pack them on when they're supposed to diffuse light, when you hit this at your Halloween party, it will actually bounce back light and the black will look even deeper into the skin because the white will look like it's coming forward. It's a really cool Halloween trick. Because you really do want to make little outlines and then come back in afterwards and reinforce. And start detailing right where any of your little bone structure is. So you can even feel your face. Wherever the holes are in your face, that's where you want the dark parts to go. Since lipstick's meant for the lips, we're gonna use a little bit of our black lipstick right in the inside of her mouth just to keep it really comfortable for her the whole night. I'm gonna start with one straight down the middle. We're gonna bring it down a little bit more under the chin because our teeth go way up. It's really gonna separate the teeth look that we're building. When creating the teeth, don't forget to use little tiny triangles to create definition between each one of the teeth. What we're gonna do now is build little spaces in between each one of the teeth. So that really comes to life now. Right now we're going to reinforce and add some shadowing into her jawline. So that setup we did a little bit earlier with our outline, we're going to make that just a little bit more intense now. So I'm just using an eyeliner brush and I'm pressing in the line that I want to be like the most concentrated, and then I'm just flicking it, kind of like a check mark, pressure and then no pressure. So that's going to do the fading for us to make that jaw look a lot deeper. Now all the detailing is really coming along. We want to add a couple little more things like some cracks going through. So I'm going to start on her chin. And I'd have barely anything on my brush. I'm going to go through there and split it off a little bit more. Make it a little bit more intense at the base. That's starting to give it some really good detail. We just finished detailing with a little bit of white eyeliner. Now we're going to go in and make it a little more party fun, add a little bit of purple so that it's still pretty. All right, I'm excited for this part. Makes it a little bit more feminine. Remember, whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other side. I really love the purple detail that we added. It brought a little more sexy to the scary, so we got to finish the look with that.